The girl probably makes money doing that with the
Yeah,
commercials.
advertisements, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so as you start to settle in, just take a couple of those deeper inhales and exhales. And invite those palms to go ahead and be released up with the intention of receiving as we open ourselves to this practice today. Two more deeper inhales, more audible exhales. And let those palms open as we begin this practice, open to receiving. Just remind yourself again, as you work on that non-negotiables list, and if this practice can be placed under that list for yourself, that each practice brings with it its own experience, day to day, moment to moment, pose to pose. So again, as you flow through this practice today, take time to connect with what the practice is truly about, and that's connecting with yourself, with your mind and your body and your breath, and how you experience the sensations of those as we move through the practice and the poses and the breath work. So with your next inhale, we're going to begin to place those palms toward the lower abdomen and the upper abdomen. Go ahead and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Let the elbows release toward the hips. I'm going to do some fire breathing. And that's going to look like drawing a deep inhale through the open mouth. And then closing off the mouth and forcefully pressing the exhale out of the nose. Continuing that forceful exhale out of the nose will invite naturally an in-breath also through the nose. If that breath doesn't work for you, then just come back to a more audible inhale and exhale through the nose. But begin as you're ready, trying the fire breath. Exhale. We'll have two more shorter rounds. Begin again as you're ready. And release. One final round. And release. Notice the sensations you've created in your body through the breath. And then start to place those palms back toward the knees. We're going to inhale and release the chin to the chest. Rock the chin toward the right shoulder. And back through center into the left shoulder. One more round through center toward the right. Back through center and to the left. Back to center. Lift the head to neutral. And start to release that right ear toward the right shoulder. We're going to release that right hand to the left side of the head. Let the weight of that hand open the left side of the neck. The left shoulder be released heavily toward the hip. And then we're going to extend the right hand toward the sky. Draw the head back to neutral. Extend that left hand toward the sky. Let the palms meet. Lift the chin. And then exhale. Head back to neutral. Hands to the heart. Next inhale. Draw those hands overhead. We're going to start to exhale that left hand to the mat. Right hand across the head. Anchor that right hip, right knee to the mat. And invite the body back to neutral. Both hands overhead. Inhale, lift the chin, draw those palms together. Exhale, head to neutral, hands through heart center, all the way back to the knees. Release that right ear toward the right shoulder, send the chin to the chest, and then draw that left ear to the left shoulder. Keeping that left ear released to the shoulder, release that right shoulder heavy. The right hip. Take that left hand, place it on the right side of the head, and again, just let the weight of the hand open that right side of the neck. Take another 2 breaths here. Next inhale. Exhale. Start to release that left hand up. Head releases back to neutral. Right hand reaches up. Chin lifts. Point those palms together. Exhale. Hands to the heart. Chin to neutral. And then start to work that right hand toward the right hip. Left hand reaches across the head as you arch into that left side body. Keep that left knee release, left hip heavy. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale your way back to both hands lifted overhead. Lift that chin. Start to blink the eyes open. Draw the palms together, hands to the heart. Head to neutral. Plant those palms in front of you and roll to your tabletop position. As you roll to that tabletop, make your way to cat. And then to cow. Becoming aware of the spine, roll 1 more time to cat and to cow. Good. Make your way back to that neutral spine. We're going to tuck the toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. Good morning. Find that soft opening. Gently shake the head.
And then draw the head back to center and stillness. As you gaze back between the legs, release those heels toward the mat. Deep inhale, pause in the breath, hold, open mouth, exhale. One more. Gaze forward. Walk those feet to the hands. Exhale to that forward fold. Next inhale, bend deeply into the knees. We're going to take those hands behind the legs, find opposite elbows or somewhere close. Continue to release the shoulders heavy toward the feet and the head toward the mat. Two more deep belly breaths. Press the belly in toward the thighs with that inhalation. Exhale out of the mouth. Invite those hands to be released from the opposite elbows. As they meet the mat, extend the legs. Draw the hands to the shins and make your way to that half lift, flat back, engaging the core, lengthening the spine. Exhale to that forward fold. Inhale, bend into the knees and rise. Exhale, swan dive to fold. Step the feet back, make your way to downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, just lift that right foot so that the ankle, the heel is out from the hip. Moving from this three-legged, gaze forward. Roll to your plank, keeping that foot lifted. And then release back. Working on that core and those back muscles. Drop that right foot, shift the weight, and lift that left heel up. Activate the left foot by flexing it. Gaze forward, float to plank, and release back. Drop that left foot to the mat. Come back to your downward facing dog. Gaze forward. Walk the feet to the hands. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale those hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Good. We're going to step that left foot back. Make our way to warrior one on that right side. And then start to exhale and open to warrior two. Next inhale, make your way to side angle, dropping that right elbow to the knee. Push yourself away from the knee, gaze up toward that left hand. Palms are active and open. Continuing to press the mat apart with the feet, staying strong and steady in the legs. Make your way back to that warrior two. And then to warrior one. Good. Exhale, plant those palms to frame the foot. Step forward, fold. Inhale to that half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And we're going to exhale to that chair pose.
Inhale. Extend through the legs and exhale those hands to the heart. Step the right foot back. Make your way to warrior one on that left side. Again, you're already balanced into the feet, grounded down, open to warrior two without moving the legs or the feet. Nice. Make your way to that side angle. Left elbow meets the left knee. Push yourself away from the knee. Gaze up. Palms are active, fingers open. Stay steady and make your way back to that warrior two. And then inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold. Step forward, forward fold.
Inhale, half lift, flat back.
Exhale, fold.
Inhale, rise.
Exhale to chair. Good. Inhale, hands flip to the heart, legs extend. Stepping that left foot back again. Making our way to warrior one. Opening to two. Nice. Making your way to that side angle. Reminding ourselves that this practice is cumulative. Start to release that right palm to the mat. Extend that right knee so that you're in triangle. Invite yourself again to show up for this practice daily. Show up for yourself daily. Next, inhale. Bend back into that knee. Make your way back to that warrior two. Nice. Stay strong in the legs. Take your time. Start to make your way to reverse. Gaze up. Send that right hand back. Overhead. Yeah. Come back to warrior two. Good. Exhale, frame that right foot. Step forward and fold.
Inhale to that half lift, flat back.
Exhale, fold.
Inhale, rise.
And exhale to that chair. Inhale, hands to the heart, extend through the legs. Exhale, step that right foot back, warrior one, left side. Inhale. Exhale, settle in. Make your way to warrior two. Make your way to that side angle. Left elbow meets the knee. Palms are active. Fingers open. Having that duality here. Gravity working you down. Energy pulling up. Body's active. Breath is flowing while you remain in this pose. Slowly mount that left palm toward the mat. Extend that left leg. Make your way to that triangle. Nice inhale, bend into that left knee. Make your way all the way back to that warrior two. Move slowly, stay steady in the feet and the legs. Reverse. Again, palms active, fingers open. Duality, moving energy forward, backwards. You're centered here. Release to that warrior two. And frame the foot with the hands. Step the left foot back. Make your way to plank. Either float to the knees or from full plank, make your way to chaturanga. If you're on the knees, chin chest to the mat. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, we're gonna lower to the mat. Inhale again, keep the elbows in tight. Make your way to that cobra. And exhale, lower. One more. And lower. Inhale, come to the knees, back to that table. Work those hands under the shoulders, and then that left hand to the center of the mat, under the nose. Lift that right hand up, and exhale, thread that right hand through. Drop that right shoulder to the mat, right side of the head to the mat. Walk that left hand forward, open the fingers, press the palm to the mat. Three more breaths. Nice. Start to slide that left palm in toward that right elbow crease. Push yourself into that left palm. Reach that right hand all the way back up, unwind, and then exhale the right hand toward the center of the mat. Left hand reaches up. Exhale from this twist all the way through to threading the needle. Send that left shoulder to the mat, left side of the head to the mat. As the weight releases toward the mat, walk that right hand forward. Open the fingers, press into that right palm. Extend the right arm. You'll feel that gentle shift in the left shoulder. Continue to release into that shift. Three more breaths. And then we roll that right palm back and toward that left elbow crease. Push into the right palm, lift that left hand all the way back up. Unwind, place the palms back under the shoulders. If you need to reset the knees, do so. We're going to float toward a heart melting pose. So start to walk those hands forward. And then slide the elbows toward the mat. Let the shoulders soften, the chest release. Remember the forehead or the chin
And float toward the mat. Find what works best. Next inhale, lift the head, work the weight, the pressure back toward those elbows. And then press into the hands, move those palms back under the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes here. Make your way back to that downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg all the way up. Exhale, draw the knee to the belly. Inhale, draw those toes all the way back up. And this time, exhale that knee toward the right hand for pigeon. Sliding that left foot back. Start to settle into your pigeon. Working awareness into the hips. Softening from the head to the shoulders. The back, the hips. The legs and the feet. We have 6 more breaths here. Stay where you are. Inviting awareness again to the sensations of the breath, of the body. Start to slide those palms back under the shoulders as you press yourself away from the mat. You're going to tuck those left toes, make your way back toward that downward facing dog. Bend deeply into that right knee. And then shift and bend deeply into the left knee. Come back to that downward facing dog. Lift those left toes all the way up. And bend that left knee, draw it to the belly, squeeze. Lift the toes up again. Bend that knee and send the knee this time to that left hand for pigeon on the left side. Coming back to this pigeon on the left side, working so that you release the body, any muscles become inactive. Draw that breath into the places where you feel the sensations in the body. Invite opening into that left hip. We have 8 more breaths. Take your next inhale. Just allow yourself to be reminded that the results from your practice are what you experience. Connecting with your body. You're the only one that can have that experience. Shift those hands with your next inhale underneath the shoulders. This time, as you press the body away from the mat, you're going to rock toward that left hip. We're going to come first just to an easy seat, so coming back to where we began. Again, we're going to invite those palms to open here. Settle the shoulders toward the hips, all energy releasing toward the mat. Soften. We're going to move now toward a cooling breath. And that's going to look like so. You're going to draw the tongue out of the mouth. Roll it into a straw-like structure. Invite the breath to come in through that straw-like structure of the tongue. And then you're going to close off the mouth once you draw the tongue back in and exhale out of the nose. We'll do this 7 rounds. Begin as you're ready. Again, become one with the sensations of the breath and the body and the mind here in this cooling breath. What are you experiencing?
you've completed your 7 rounds, just invite the breath back to a natural, soft flow. Begin to flip those palms back toward the knees. Recognize this feeling. Slowly begin to open the eyes. We're going to send that right foot either on top or in front of the left for square pose. So whichever works best for you. Go ahead and find that bolster. Once the legs are set, you're going to use that bolster in front of you. And you're just going to reach those palms forward. Release the head to the bolster. Take a few deeper inhales. Pause and hold the breath again, expanding in the lower back and the hips. And then open mouth, exhale, releasing the breath slowly. One more round. Slowly draw those hands to the knees. We're going to push our way out of this to a cat. So keep the chin close to the chest. Roll the spine up. Head lifts last. Shoulders release back and down. Nice exhale, softening the body again. Awesome. We're going to have a little fun now. I want you to go ahead and press that bolster away from the mat. So once you push the bolster away from the mat, you're going to go ahead and grab behind the knees. We're going to roll all the way back. Yep, and once you roll back, you're going to extend those arms to the sides of the feet, making your way to happy baby. Still working in the back and the hips. Soften the back. Exhale, let the body soften into the shape it's going to take. Shoulders release, heads heavy to the mat. And then pull those feet so that the knees work toward the outer edges of the body, toward the mat. And here, if you would like to find a gentle rocking motion, do so. Just a couple more rocks. Feel that massage in the lower back. Again, as the energy shifts side to side. And then make your way back towards center and stillness. We're going to invite those feet to float together. And then release the feet to the mat. Knees apart, feet together.
Lift those hands overhead. Deep inhale, audible exhale. Soften. Take 2 more breaths here. And then gently start to work those feet to the mat, knees together. Press those hands down by the hips. Push yourself up. And we start with that left foot on top or in front for that square pose here. Bolsters set up in front of us so that we roll forward. Release the head, relax the shoulders. And then as the body, the weight shifts toward the lower half of the body in the mat, relax the hips, working into that left hip, the lower back. Again, use the breath to open where you feel the sensations in the body. And coming back to 3 rounds of that inhale, pause, hold, open mouth, exhale. Place those palms toward the knees. Send the chin toward the chest. Keep the head tucked and roll yourself up from cat toward that little seated position. Exhaling. You're going to remove that bolster, and this time I want you to go ahead and move it toward the side of the mat. You're going to rock back again. This time, release those feet to the mat. Send the hips, the heels as close as you can to the hips. Make your way to bridge pose. And I asked you to keep that bolster close enough so that you can come to supported bridge. Start to move that bolster under the lower back and the sacrum. Once you release the weight, go into that bolster. Send those hands out from the body. With your next inhale, you're going to slowly start to place those palms down by the bolster. And then we're going to shimmy ourselves so that the seat releases across the bolster. Once the bolster is pushed up toward the shoulder blades, the back of the ribs, I want you to open those palms, open the hands, and let the head be released. Crown of the head toward the mat. And then slowly, once the upper body is released, start to melt the heels down the mat. Making your way toward this fish pose. We have 3 more breaths. Start to shift those palms down by the hips, elbows in toward that bolster. Lift the head. Start to make your way so that you're seated. And then we're going to remove that bolster, sending it down toward the knees. And then start to make your way toward that final pose of Shavasana. But before that, I just want you to place those feet on top of the bolster and rock the knees. And I want you to do this knowing that if you want to release the knees to one side, pause, you can. Or if that subtle movement of just the rocking right and left feels better, then keep with that. Take a few more rounds wherever you are, a few more breaths. And then start to make your way with those knees across the bolster. Hands released out from the body. Feeling that support of your mat, your bolster, the earth beneath you. Begin to release. Reminding yourself that each practice has its own contribution